Another week, another pile of gotcha headlines. You're told who the villains are, you're told who the heroes are, you're supposed to clap on cue. I don't do clap on cue, I look for receipts. Today, I'm doing myth versus fact on the latest fake news hoaxes. How they twist stories about cops, crime, and outrage. Myth. Officer brutally attacks an innocent man. Fact. The viral clip was 12 seconds cut from a 9-minute encounter. The full body cam released hours later shows repeated commands. A visible weapon. A lawful arrest that looked messy, not malicious. Context isn't a conspiracy. It's basic honesty. Myth. Peaceful protester, randomly assaulted. Fact. Read the charging docs. The person was an arrestee with active warrants. They resisted and injured 2 officers. Headlines hid the warrants deep in the article. Myth. Police escalation caused the chaos. Fact. Dispatch logs show a violent felony in progress. Officers respond differently to violent felonies. They follow policy, not a yoga class. Pretending otherwise is cosplay journalism. Myth. Crime is down. Stop fear-mongering. Fact. Some categories dipped. Carjackings, retail theft, assaults on officers. You can't cherry-pick one stat and declare victory. Nuance matters, even if it's bad for clicks. Myth. Anonymous source proves officer targeted the suspect. Fact. Official report, body cam, court affidavit. They contradict the anonymous quote. If the source can't survive daylight, it shouldn't decide the narrative. Myth. Media holds cops accountable. Fact. Cool, do that. But don't skip corrections when claims collapse. Where's the same energy when footage clears misconduct? Accountability, without retractions, is propaganda with punctuation. Let's talk how to spot hoaxes fast. Always ask, where's the full video? If you only see a tight crop, you're being steered. Check timestamps. What happened 60 seconds before? What happened after? Read the report. It's dry, but facts live there. Charges, evidence, injuries, warrants, separate allegations from proof. Alleged isn't a synonym for confirmed. Watch for weasel words. Reportedly, sources say, appears to. Do bad cops exist? Yes. Fire them. Charge them. Make the case stick. Smearing every officer on half clips doesn't deliver justice. It wrecks trust and makes neighborhoods less safe. My promise, I'll wait for full footage. I'll read the docs. If a narrative falls apart, I'll say it out loud. If an officer crosses the line, I'll call it out. Truth greater than team. This week's takeaway. Don't let outrage merchants rent space in your head. Demand receipts. Support the folks risking it to keep streets safe. And demand standards so the badge means something. Both can be true. If you're tired of being played by cropped clips and performative headlines, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe. Drop your myth vs fact examples below. I'll dig in. See you next week with the receipts.
Hi, I'm Lauren Biss, Deputy Assistant Secretary at the Department of Homeland Security, and I'm here to set the record straight on a few fake news stories from this week. Our first fake news story is truly disgusting. NBC Bay Area is peddling a hoax for a pedophile. This quote-unquote undocumented father is a criminal illegal alien from Mexico with a rap sheet including lewd acts with a child, battery of a spouse, domestic battery, and providing compensation for prostitution. NBC Bay Area should be ashamed of themselves for demonizing American law enforcement with a sob story of a pedophile. President Trump and Secretary No are removing criminal illegal alien predators from our communities and putting the safeties of American citizens first. Next, let's take a look at this garbage headline from the Chicago Tribune. Our brave men and women of ICE are not, quote-unquote, terrorizing the citizens of Chicago. They're protecting them from the worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens that Governor Pritzker is sheltering. And ICE is not, quote-unquote, snatching people in military-style raids at hospitals, places of worship, or schools. This is a complete lie. The facts are, our federal law enforcement officers are protecting our schools, hospitals, and places of worship by preventing dangerous criminal aliens from exploiting these locations and taking safe haven. our agents use discretion and our officers would need secondary supervisor approval before any action could be taken in a location such as a church or a school. And last but not least, the fake news once again tried to smear ICE law enforcement by not reporting the facts. First of all, this temporary restraining order was not served to ICE until after this criminal illegal alien was removed. And this piece doesn't even mention that this guy's rap sheet includes convictions for assault and unlawful possession of a firearm. He had no right to be in our country. An immigration judge ordered him removed in 2006. And 20 years later, he tried a Hail Mary attempt to remain in our country by claiming he was a U.S. citizen. We know it's shocking to fake news outlets like Politico, but criminal illegal aliens lie all the time. Tune in next week where we debunk more lies and fake news stories.